I want to know about your three main tools, but first, like, what is your number one tool that you could not run your business without, that it is like core to everything?
Yeah, I don't think I have one that's core to everything, to be honest. If it was, it would probably be my own GPT now, because they are the biggest time saver and I can use them across multiple different platforms that I use. So I think that would probably be my one. But at the moment, my business is actually changing. So I'm still doing talent sourcing training. I still have an online academy. I still do all of those things. But a lot of the work I'm doing at the moment is actually consulting to companies about their AI usage. So when it comes to systems, what I'm trying to do is stay ahead of the pack. Like I had a call with a client in a new company in the UK today, and they've developed a recruitment tool, very good one, works end to end. And it does pretty much what recruiters would do. I was actually really good on it. I was impressed with it. So what I'm doing is I'm approaching those software people are actually approaching me now off the back of what I'm about to share in the chat. And I'm trying to be the conduit between, the recruitment agency owner, the recruiters in a agency, the internal TA teams, because they're all approaching me to say, Vanessa, you're a trusted voice in the recruitment space globally. AI is here. We don't know where to start. Can you help us? But then I was saying like, geez, I don't know. I don't know these tools, So I thought, well, I'd better get to know them. So from October last year, when I got back from my last trip, I spoke in Amsterdam. I started now meeting up with all the software vendors and trying to get an idea of what they're doing, which positions me well to recommend software. So I'm going to put a link of what I've built. So cool tool. It's a start.me page, and it's all of the tools out there that are tried and tested AI tools. And it's geared towards the recruitment industry because that's where I work. But there's a lot of tools on there that actually aren't. You could use them for anything, which is why I've kind of shared them here. If you're a solopreneur, there's automation tools on there. There's like meeting recorders, those kind of things. And what I'm doing is a lot of those are affiliate links. So if people sign up via me, then it's not a massive kickback, but what it's like in South Africa. If anything's US dollar or euro or pound based, it works out to be a fair amount. So I still get like my most amount of my, income coming from my training or coaching or training or online training academy. But those tools for me are the ones that are good. A lot of the time I get free access, but I'm not actually recruiting at the moment. So, some of them I don't use, but yeah, to answer your question, there are just so many out there. And I think that's where a lot of people are going wrong is they're like, oh, shiny new objects. Look at all these tools, all of those kind of things. And it's not like, okay, this is what's going on in my desk. I need help with this. What is the best tool? It's a lot of people just trying to learn everything. And I'm like, that's not the way to approach this. Like even simple things like my Calendly tool is probably my favorite tool, because every time someone contacts me, like all these software vendors now, or people wanting training or whatever, I can just say, sounds amazing, happy to get involved. Here's my Calendly link, book some time with me. And then I know they can only book half an hour because, I'm busy. And I'm happy to have a chat and all of those things. And then we can, okay, let's get down to business. So instead of going backwards and forwards, and it's like, you've got my Calendly link, make it happen, which is a huge one.
Calendly is beautiful. I feel like
it's amazing
because it stops the back and forth and like the friction between scheduling stuff, not to mention the time it takes. But something interesting that I find, like normally we talk about like tools as a way to help your business, but it sounds like you talk about like tools as a way to make you money, which I am a big fan of. Like I'm a Circle partner. I'm now a Notion ambassador. And so like those are my two like key tools that I use. Do you think that there are more opportunities for consultants in the tooling and understanding how to use tool space?
So I'd say yes and no. And the reason why I say this is because the reason why I'm being approached by these software companies is because I've now reached, wait for it, drum roll, influencer status. So they contact me and say, you're now an influencer. which always just makes me cringe. But it's kind of like when you get to the stage where you're delivering keynotes all around the world, and whenever there's a conference, like I happen to be on a webinar today and someone said, oh, I can see Vanessa's in the audience. She's got a great page of AI tools. Can you share it, kind of thing? And off the back of that, 2 software vendors that were also on the webinar said, we want to get on this page. How do we do this? So now I'm thinking maybe I should charge them to be on the page. But anyway, that's just my business brain. But anyways, what I was actually going to say was, I don't know whether if you're just a freelance or consultant, I think it might be more difficult. But if you, as I say, I don't know, whatever an influencer means. Yeah. But if you are standing and speaking on global stages to hundreds of people, people are very keen to give you things away for free. Like my wardrobe, I've actually got cupboards here in my office because this is a converted bedroom, are literally just full of clothes with other people's logos on them because I get loads of free swag. And everything seemed to me, which is, it's great to kiss my husband and I in hoodies.
I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, I'm just going to become an affiliate marketer. That's how you make money online these days, and quitting their jobs to go and do this with 0 followers. And
I wouldn't make enough money at all to nowhere near what I need as an affiliate marketer. No ways. And I've got a lot of tools and I've got a big following because the person has to buy the tool. And I'm not pushy. I mean, it says on that sheet over there, disclaimer, some of these are affiliate links, etc., etc. But yeah, there's no ways I could survive what I make.
I appreciate that. I think that's a really important thing for people to note. Like, yeah, I haven't also, it's not a something that you can build a whole sustainable career out of, unless, even if you are like I've worked with someone with over 300,000 followers. And she even didn't make enough money off of affiliate marketing. Sponsorship's different.
Just the standard is like 10% of the annualized, and what the company spends with them in the first year. So, I mean, it depends on how expensive the tool is. What does help is the currency, but yeah, it's not easy.
100%. Well, I think that is a wrap on our Scrappy Stack. Thank you so much for